Alrighty, so let's go back. Change the camera around so you're not looking at my light. So, adding the heat shield to the bottom to kind of keep the heat further up. I need to trim this in because it's obviously not designed specifically for this, but that's what scissors are for. About there. No, I'm trying to get a little bit more heat. I wonder if I can watch my own live on my iPad. Okay, there we go. Oh, so I can watch it. Cool. I know what half these social media guys do. I think I better mute that so I don't get into a weird audio feedback. This is just like a thermal blanket to kind of keep the heat that this generates on the plate itself, so that it stays warm like it should be. My neighbor has a infrared attachment for his foams. I'm going to borrow it sometime just to see how evenly heated this actually does get. I'm not going to expect it to be perfect, but it'd be interesting just to see. Now, I could spend more and more time trying to get every little bit of this off, but there's no real point. It's not hurting anything, it's not hindering anything. Hey, look, there's one watching. It's my iPad. The height of egotism when you're watching your own live stream. Find a good balance. Right, it was there. Okay. Looks good enough to me. Now this plate is not as big as the actual heated plate itself. But at the time, no one made it, and I just needed something. Although, really, it's not terrible, because I rarely ever go that big of a print anyways. So, worst case scenario that I've seen is when the printer starts printing, you have a couple options. You do like an outline of the whole base of the print, and that kind of gives you the shape and size, but it also helps the filament start flowing. And so I make sure that it's actually smooth enough and then there's no blockages, there's no clumps or whatnot. Also a good thing that I ended up taking this off because one of these was loose, so I tightened it up. Maybe I will announce them. I would just go and announce over on Facebook. And my bros at Ontario Elements. Oh, I forgot to add the link. Because, I'll just edit post. cares? It's not going to. Okay, let's try this. Share, copy link, paste, paste, paste. There we go. Alright, so this should be good. I can put that back together. So I'm not sure what was really happening. I don't know if I was just necessarily too close to the bed. It looked like I really was when I was. One of the little settings is Z offset. So your Z is obviously your X and Y, and then Z is height. So that's a setting that you have to go for how high the. Not to use this as the. I can't go by the camera on the watching the YouTube. So let's say this is the nozzle where the filament comes out. When it's touching, that should be 0. That's a measurement you have to tell it. But you can't print there because, well, the hole is at the end of the filament, and if it's hitting here, it's too close, so you gotta raise it up. How far and how high you raise it up, there's a lot of factors involved with the type of filament, how hot the filament is, and how it flows at various temperatures. So you try to find the right way. Most of these machines have automatic ways of testing because they have a little sensor on the side. That's not always perfect. It's better than nothing, but it's not always perfect. And then even so, you have to adjust it. So there's an adjustment in the machine, there's adjustment in the software, there's adjustment in the design. So yeah, narrowing that down is always a little bit of fun. Just fixing my 3D. Oh, I'm gonna type. Just fixing my 3D printer. I had to replace the CapCam tape, the heat tape on the back of it, and get a new piece of these because I had to take it off. I was having some heating problems and finally through an error code, so I just put this on, put the new heat tape on it. So yeah, it's a little bit of fun. So I got a couple of printers going and a couple of nice jobs. And of course, both printers break on me. Not one, but two. Let's go for a little ride here. Hey-o. So this one is for this printer, which I had to, take apart all the bottom part of it and what have you. Yes, this is a workbench. It's messy as hell. This is the other printer that broke on me. The glass plate that goes with this. This print, which I had started before, that failed. There was 2 shifts, so that's really kind of sucked because this is a 32-hour print. So I had the glass, when I finally got it off, the bits of glass came with it. So yeah, that was fun. Funny, that's why I've got the PEI, the metal plate here, because the glass came off of that. I mean, I've had these printers for a few years. This one, 5 or 6, still going good. I've replaced the head, got a Micro Swiss NG head on it. Go in the glass, the microfractures inside it, and then starts pulling up glass with the material. And glass is no good at that point. So I went with this stuff. This stuff is really nice when it prints on. You just flex it down, and the prints literally just pop off. I was a little disappointed. The pictures on Amazon said this came with the this is a magnetic base on there, so there's a magnet right there, that's a magnet. It sticks. This one did not come with a magnet, even though the picture said so. It's like, but I dealt with it. I bitched at them on Amazon, gave them a poor review. The glass was held on by binder clips before, so I just used it again. And it's not going anywhere. It's level. It's trammed up nicely. This is the proper term. And it's actually going down really, really nicely. That's what happens when you measure it right. It's funny. Even though this has automatic measure, this is a Creality Ender 5 Plus, so it's the bigger one. This is a Tronxy XY2 Pro It's an Ender 3 clone. So, but you can do the automatic adjustments to find out the height, and then you can adjust screws at the bottom. But I found simply using a digital micrometer, doing the measures manually, tends to get me a much better result than the automatic stuff does. Automatic would get you in the ballpark, but not perfect. And this one, I put it back together. So I've took this apart, had to clean up a lot of dust in the area. I think the only thing left now is just maybe to, oh yeah, gotta run the wire back into here and plug that up. So yeah, that's the plan at the moment. And this is my first real live stream for doing this, so thought I would give it a shot and see how it is. And I realized I don't have a way to mount the phone to do any of the work. That's going to be the challenge. Yeah. Parts. Getting it back in there is not hard. It's just, if I want to try a live stream, I need a good setup for this. Good phone mount, I suppose. Things to learn, hence why I'm doing this at all. Alright, so there's the Prusa slicer. There it is. Oh wait, that's got normal mode? Oh, I realize that's 3 days. Oh, that's gonna suck a little. I think my speed wasn't set right there. No, it was not. So that means I need to restart this because I can't have this printing for 3 days. I mean, it'll turn out fine, but it'll need to go this slow. Oh, look, I'm only like 17 minutes into this, so. For some odd reason, this decided to go to a slow speed. Let's see, do I have another? A couple of settings. You always play with these. There's like a million different settings you can do here. So 3 days. So my speed for on here is annoying. Maybe I'll do it on my other printer. It is just a challenge sometimes to get these things right. Give it time for this stuff to cool. I mean, this stuff just comes off real easy. That's a little flux line, full line, just to get it start printing. Surface is still a little hot. Not gonna lie, taking the stuff off is kind of cool and fun at the same time. It's like popping bubble wrap at times. Yeah, so this is nice. It's not wedged into it like the other sheet did. It will have a really neat pattern on this side. I'm only printing like plastic paper, which is really kind of cool actually. Has some uses. I did something like this when I made some of these little LED lamps. You just print a really thin sheet and put it over the light, and you've got. I mean, if you do it in color, it's a little nicer. You get some patterns. Yeah, so thinking about full mounts, because this is gonna. It's a little harder, obviously, with one hand, but it comes off easy. So there's the benefit there. Ultimately, I'd like to be able to recycle this stuff properly. I mean, this is PETG, so it's perfectly, normally recyclable. Assuming you believe that the recycle programs actually recycle. Got a friend of mine who works in Toronto, environmental guys, and yeah, it doesn't all get recycled that much, I can tell you. So this stuff comes off nice and easy. On the glass bed, I would use like those retractable knife blades. I would just use the whole blade just to get under some prints that get really stuck. That piece is on there pretty good. And it's perfectly fine. You usually get a spatula that comes with a lot of these printers and print kits, but the spatula has a pretty blunt end, so it doesn't really get under. But with this sheet, I don't have to worry about that because I just pick up the whole sheet, flex the sheet, and it just literally pops off the print. That's going to make life so much easier. Well, we did on the other printer until it stopped printing, so. But nothing will annoy you more than trying to print something 4 times where you, where the print job stops with no errors. Because that's always fun. Oh, I can't. Yeah, let me see if I grab one of these out. There we go. That is a failed print. It's part of an RC body I was doing for someone. But it just stopped. Oh, pardon me. I had 2 other ones that just stopped. This one stopped and finally got the error code on this machine. So I found out what the problem was. So, yeah, not much I can do about this. This was 24 hours into the print. This is a 2-day print job. And it just stopped. Now the material is all stringy and crappy. That's because it needed to be dried out and whatnot. But that didn't stop the printer from moving. I had to resolder one of the wires there. No, you able to see this? Not so well. The negative wire. You know, the Asian guys don't care what color the wire is, but we do over here. But the negative wire had literally burnt and broken off, so I cleaned it up and resoldered it. So that should hold it. That was what the tape was for. Now let's get back to setting this guy up. Oh, we can bump this up to 60 because I'm not taking 3 days to do that shit. 60. Slow it down a little bit. Support material. Oh, there really is no support material, but I don't care. We do that 60. Grid should be 15. Cap, that's fine. Alright. Now we're going to do this. Give this a new name. No, it's not going to do the other names. Call this Speedy. P-E-T-G. Not really speedy, but it is what it is. Okay. Okay, that's right. I did the print settings and not the printer settings. That's fine. Let's see what it gives me now. See, 1 day, 5 hours, just by changing the speed, which is what I need. Now, ever since I upgraded my internet, they moved my modem, and I can't use wireless to transfer files or wired over the network. So I have to go with the old micro SD card. It works. I just have to get a separate network connection set up back here, so that I can not have to do this anymore. Let's see. Export the G code. And it goes to the drive. Oh, no, not trim. This is the stand. Yes, replace it. Yes, and this is an old MacBook, mid 2012 MacBook Pro. Sucker's still going. It had really good specs. Like 2012, and this is an i7 with 16 gigs of RAM and a 256 SSD. In 2012. Even today, that's not bad specs for a typical machine. Alright, here, and now that temperature get up to spec. We even have a Raspberry Pi, one there, and another one there, but no network I'll come up to. Alright, that takes a little bit of time. This is all my waste filament and a little bit extra. These are waste prints. Now one that failed, I redid it, and I did it on the nicer machine, and the prints turned out, the support turned out great, it finished, looks good. But I have a friend, she's autistic, and she wants some of my leftover stuff to make things from. And we go to an art crawl on Friday nights in Hamilton here. Well, probably the second Friday of every month. So I'm gonna give her this stuff so she can make things, and we sell it and split the cost, which is really kind of cool. I'd be happy to get these things up and running. Yep. Now figure out how to mount you. I have an idea. I'm gonna go get my phone stand. I had to drink at the same time. Alright. See how well this looks. Without dropping the phone, of course. That gets in there pretty well. And of course, hooks everything back up the way it should be, ideally. Of course, I have obviously the ideal bench setup, right? Grab that wire the way I want. Grab it. Of course, it's going to spin the opposite way that I really needed to. Those two are in. Wind up some wires here. And then try to remember where you plugged it in. It's a good thing I took pictures of stuff. Hey, last night, Tara. that is funny. Nice that you sit here embracing the goofiness that we should come up with randomly. That was so funny. Just fixing a printer. Now, I suppose the question is, can I get to a photo of this that's on this phone without ruining the stream? That would be the question of the day. If it pauses, don't worry, I'll be right back. But I need to see. Oh well, I'm not sure if that paused or not. But I just realized I don't have a picture of the thing I need. I know it's not far. I think I'm gonna need a flashlight to get at those little labels. Make sure you're on. There we go. Bed temp. Should go under. Nah, we'll go this way. Go, you're in. You're not blocking anything. Alright, so got the bed temperature sensor plugged in. Those fans. Well, I had to do another fan on the other printer. They do get clogged up because they're just suspended. There's no bearings in them. It's just a magnetic current that runs through it. Electric current that generates magnetic. But the fans themselves will get gummed up on the inside. So then most of the time, most people just throw them away. We used to be able to just take them apart. You pull that backing off, and there's a center pole that from the fan itself runs through, and there's just a little plastic C-clip that holds it from falling out. So you take that backing off, you take the little C-clip off, and they're small and they'll springy and they will fly anywhere. Ask me how I know. And then you pop it out, clean everything up, add a little bit of, I use lithium grease, put everything back together, and have fun trying to get that C-clip back on the end without losing it again. And it's all back and working again. You know, the power supply has one, and this one is cooling some components in there. You can see a little heat sink, a little silver part right there, a little heat sink. But it's under another component, which I don't know exactly what it is. I haven't looked into it. So all wired up, all back together. Make sure that's good. Hey, let me just drop the phone. Hope you guys are wearing helmets for that one. Remember what I said about mounting this or it shouldn't fall? I lied. Well, it just stays there out of my way. We're good. Okay. Okie dokie, as they say. At least we can start putting things back together again. But these are pretty small screws too. Definitely some small screws. Because I heard that. How is my sound, by the way? Can everybody hear me okay, or do I cut in out too much? Oh, we're down to one person. Yay! Uh, and gone. Yeah. Oh, someone was there, and then they're gone. And they're gone. Hello, hello, anyone who joined. Just fixing a 3D printer. Fixing two of them. The other one's fixed and put this one back. Well, point of me having two printers so that one goes. They still have another one to do some work. Of course, the one that went was my big one, and I have a big job that needs to be done on it. Finally got that restarted. Putting this guy back together. Almost back together again. Well, at least the bottom part. Then put the bed back together on this thing and fire it up. Make sure everything's still working. Oh, good. I got a semi-strip bolt. Yay! Uh, Not a critical piece, so I don't care too much. Put it up here. Yeah, so these goes up. Yeah. All right, now for the fun part. Huh. Torch it. Totally wanted that to happen. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so we'll be able to do that. No. Oh. Yay! All right. So we're getting this back together again. The adjustment wheels on it. Well, a little bit of fun. This one's fun because I've got it on. I had not much room to work there. You still have enough? Yeah, it's not surprising. Because it was just one of these wires that actually cracked. Because, well, it does this all day long when it's printing. Alright, let's plug the power in and make sure nothing goes boom when that happens. Right, that side. Nothing goes boom. That's always a good thing. Let's turn on. No error codes. Oh, this is going well. Now to do some tramming. Gee, let's just make sure that it heats up. Because that was the whole point. Alright. And if you're watching from the States, that's Celsius. But if you use printers, you probably know that anyways. Oh, it's going up. Before it wouldn't even go up. So I think I did a reasonable soldering job. Now let's see, put it back together again. This particular printer actually had a power issue. Um, I had to replace a switch at the back of it because the switch itself actually started melting. Well, that wasn't fun. There we go. So that worked. Not smelling anything burning. That's always a good sign. Let that heat up. Let's see how long that big guy's going. Oh, it's looking better. Printing out kind of nicely. Oh, this one should finish off pretty good. Well, let's get this back. Let's do some trimming. So let's go to here. But that when I try to do some tramming here. What? We can do the back while we're waiting. .74 there. Hate it when that moves because that changes all my measurements. This is the fun stuff. 82.28. 82.33. 82.28. But we're aiming for 82.28. Too much. 67.40. 5. 68.55. That was nice. Now that's as trammed as it's going to get. Time for a test.
Alright, let's try out some new filament. Let's see how she goes. Some white PEPG by Elegoo. Yes, Elegoo's one of the cheaper ones that doesn't give you a reusable container, reusable bag. Not the end of the world. I have reusable stuff, but it's just convenient when you get a bag that is reusable, and more environmentally friendly, if you will. A little less crap. Let me see what the leveling. No, I can't. Let me just put my Z offset once I load this guy up. 230 to 260. This is a bigger. Oh, should be a little less. At a lower temperature. This is the fun part. Oh, focus over there, camera. Now it's a focus on the foreground. There we go. Make more of a mess here. Good. It purge the black stuff out. Just get more white. Yes, this is a custom piece. A custom air filter put in there for bigger. When I had a cat, a little more air filter, a little more crap gets in there. Let's open it up. Almost, you get little bits of black specks. So still got some black filament stuck on the inside that it's gotta go through. Even that pulled up a bunch more too. It's still a bunch of black inside there. For the most part, it's not such a big deal. It depends on what you're printing, of course. But I'm printing something that's gonna look all white, of course. Still more black in there. Still more purging to do. Let's get this set up a little bit nicer. No. I really want to try and do a cold pull on this machine. Just trying to get that Bowden tube out. Is a real pain in the ass. We're getting better. Almost there. Less flicks. Alright, that might be good enough so we can run a little test. Okay. Export the G code. Move over here. G code exported. Print. Tram code. This is about a 5-minute print. Okay, I'll move this off just the side. That definitely doesn't hit this while printing. And this is just testing the tramming, how clean it is. Common term everybody likes to use is leveling, but that's not the proper term. Tramming is the right term. If you use the word leveling, well, you are using it wrong. Level is to the ground. Tramming is this piece in line with this piece. So these two are in line. So it wouldn't matter which angle the printer was in, as long as this was flat to this plane. This plane is not always 100% level to the ground. So, and ultimately, that doesn't really matter. The printers can't print it really any angle. Crap on there. Oh, I didn't do my Z offset. I'm gonna do that first. Yeah, I know it broke out. That's fine. Keep the heat up there. Yeah, it didn't like that. I know. I know. Yeah. I hope if I told this is for the right printer. uh, yeah. All right. Start printing. It doesn't like when you do it in the middle. That's what happens when you forget to change which printer you're going to print to in your software. It tried to go to a spotted. doesn't exist because that printer is bigger than this one. Okay. Where did that go? Oh, hey, I found the screw that went missing. Alright, leave you there. Luckily, it's not a critical seal. But what is missing now is my SD card reader. So that's totally what I need missing right now. Ah, yes, shenanigans. I got this titled right, didn't I? Go underneath? No? Go underneath. No, that's it. Okay, so it didn't fall underneath. Didn't seem to be put back to where I normally keep it. Yeah, one of those days. You know, sometimes I really do believe in little gremlins. You know, little fuckers take shit and just to mess with you. I have to do it the other way. Luckily, I am resourceful and can just use. As opposed to USB one, I got a micro SD to SD card. So my MacBook Pro has an SD card reader. Okay. Export G code. Replace, yes, replace the file there. Okay. I'll put SD card back in. And we'll just try this once again. Print, frame code, and so again. Now maybe we'll get some decent action. Okay, come on, yes, nice. That surface really turned out perfect. So I got the alignment right, framing right, the offset right. Nice. And things just start working the way they should. But you still start missing shit. Oh, look, there it is. So because the point I was going to do is Z offset. Now, this is a Z offset method that not too many people use, but seems to make the most sense for me and works very well. Alright. So. Okay. Set it 0. Now we'll be able to actually print again. Alright, print. And third time's the charm, right? There we go. Let that get up to temp again. And see how she goes. This is just a temp test print just to make sure the tramming is good. Although the people still say leveling, but it is not leveling. By all means, ask any questions. I'm pretty open to everything here. Assuming you can all hear me just fine still. Can anyone not hear me, or does it sound not great? And maybe you just can't hear me at all. Can everyone hear me? Just need someone to say yes or no. No, right. With that temp wise. Alright. Almost back up the temp so I can start doing the test print. Now that will get ready. Check out this guy. He's doing really, really nice. I really like how this turns out. This is still my favorite little printer. A little noisier than the Trumpy, but it's just I've been playing with this so long enough. I know pretty much all the settings on this stupid little thing. Oh, little's my bigger one. This is a little guy. This is like a Ninja 3. Seems the front's up too high, which is weird. It all sets fine there. Offset. I got a pretty good set offset. A little better. If this is okay. Okay. I'm gonna do another test after I did some adjustment there. A little bit. Oh, it's fun to clean the bed when it's hot. Yay. But just to save a bit of time. Alright, maybe this offset will work a little bit better for this guy next. Alright, let's try that again. Print. And code. Now let's get ready. Testing this guy. Yeah, I don't think I'll have anything to worry about that guy for the rest of the night. That'll be done tomorrow night. We're running for about an hour now. So this is 20, this was 24th. So 6 o'clock now. So 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. That's going to be done. First line there. Temperature's growing up nicely. So I'd say I fixed the problem with this printer and fixed the problem with the other printer. Yeah, newer printers might be cooler, but if you run into a problem, you're going to have a lot of issues trying to fix them because they're too easy to use. That's a bit of a challenge. Yeah, at some point I'll upgrade these two, get some cooler printers. And we'll step to temp, so we can do another test to see how trimmed that is. That might be a good time to get rid of a few of the other tools. Put them away so you don't lose those either. Get the purge lines off. That's a better. Get a reasonable thickness to it too. So I think I might finally just finally got this set up the way we needed to. Well, test is fine. Test worked out. Now we can actually get into some production, which will make my customers very, very happy and get their parts. I think I'm going to have to. Alright. So this print wants supports. Fine. Everywhere. And we'll make sure the supports are organic, not grid. Alright. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, let's get that. Oh, 2G code. Okay, exported. Eject view. And let's see. Print. Bracket. Print. Ugh. It says hour and a half. Well, we'll see how it goes. One of these days I'll have to look into why it lifts up so much. It doesn't need to be that high up. No waste of time. No, we'll check in on the other guy. That is coming out really nice. I wait to get that camera hooked back up again. How are we doing for temperature here? And getting up there, another 32, 31 degrees to go. And this will start. So, typically, once I get the first layer down, once that's down, if it goes down fine, It's pretty good for the rest of the print. Mechanical issues do happen and have happened, hence why this does not have a glass thing anymore. Almost up to 10. There we go. Yeah, I worry about the purge line being off the flexible metal bed. Yeah, it seems to be going alright. A little bit of fun with that. Get that printed up. That is so kind of cool. Doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. Some stuff still just looks cool. I don't know what it is about printing Inhumans. You just sit here and watch this all day long. You know it does pretty much basically the same thing over and over again. It still comes up with something. Alright. Get this there going good. The support's look good. I think we're finally back into business, which is really nice. That's not like being a little stressed out just because everything breaks at once. You know, the kind of reason you have two printers, so one breaks down, you have another. But when they both break down, man. Alright, let's go back. Yeah. You're always curious what the hell I look like? There you go. Right on. Hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. I want to take a screenshot. I don't know. I want to post it on Instagram. How about this one? Uh, yeah, I'll just do it over here. So I'll let the print go for a while. Check back in on them later and see how they go. See how it turns out. I'm sure they're fine. Oh, I need a timer. There you go. I'll post that up on Instagram. So who's all here? If you guys mentioned some comments earlier. No, just quiet watchers. Hey, that's fine. I'm just doing some 3D printing. Got a bunch of stuff set up and repairs done, which is nice finally. Hey, more people showing up. Hello, everybody. Just going through the fun job of 3D printing. We'll go back and check on them in a little bit. Sometimes entertaining, sometimes not. Yeah. But this is my first live stream, so testing out the waters and see how things are going. Make a little picture to throw up on my Instagram page. There we go. Yeah, some text. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Hello. You come at the quiet time. Oops. Go to you. Move you up here. Get you at 100. Just making up a little banner for throw up on my Instagram. Oops. Let's group you guys together. And I need the link for this. What is my link for this? It's always fun. How do I share this? Oh, there's the share button right there. Copy link. Subheading text. Words. Well, you know add text. There we go. Oops. Make this into a color that's readable. Yeah, and need my channel. I'll put the channel name in there too, because why the heck not? Close it out there. Here. Quiet crowd tonight, it seems. Alright, there we go. I got an image I can do. Not anything too fancy to put it online. Quiet for everybody here. And they're doing some 3D printing. I've already started this stuff, fixed a couple of printers. Now they're working in printing, so hopefully that will come up pretty nicely soon enough. Let's see, download that image. That's fine, fine. Yeah, photos. And just gonna post up on my Instagram, so yeah, so people will know that things are going on. All right, second like photo, add photo, next. Yeah, might as well put my location because why the hell not? Add some hashtags because why not hashtag? Everybody has hashtags these days. Put in a live stream hashtag because why not? And share it out to all my happy peoples. All right, that's done. Post was shared and people can join in and see some of the craziness that is just 3D printing and the troubles and the woes and all the other fun stuff that you get to have. But who knows? Streaming might be just more fun. Certainly going to need a little more tech to make it better, cleaner. No. Hmm. Yeah, who knows? You might get to see random dogs outside because I do have some that go by and they absolutely love me. I don't go for walks. I go to pet other people's dogs. It's funny when you work from home, every day seems pretty much the same. Oh, it's Saturday? Huh? Who knew? You keep thinking it's like a weekday. So I got to try this Sprite Chill. Totally not sponsored by them, but this is a cherry lime flavored. It's actually not bad. I can enjoy this pretty nicely. Oh yes, and recycle me. Recyclable. They got this recycle badging all over the place. You cannot miss it. You got the little logo. You got the word recycle. You've got the recycling logo, and you've got the recycle me, and then you've got the recycle there. They really want you to recycle, but the aluminum's worth a bit of money right now, so it's worth it. That's why you see some of the homeless just go around collecting all the aluminum cans because they get the money for it. No, not blaming them. You know, they got to do what you got to do. And if it works for you, it works for you. I had a friend of mine who would, he wasn't homeless, but he was very environmentally conscious. He would try to, reclaim aluminum and take it in and get some money for it too. So I think it's worthwhile. What else I'm doing? Well, I was watching Alex Kolipinski. Kolipinski. I think I'm saying his name right. Alex, if you happen to show up, correct me if I'm wrong. But he's modifying an SC, an '07 to '08 Honda Element SC headlight to remove the amber color and just use an amber LED bulb in it. Haven't got through that yet, but it's a bit of that's something I always wanted to do. But taking apart headlights, you have to put them in the oven and then pull them apart. I'd rather get a spare set and do it on that because it never goes as easy. Everyone seems to always show. I don't know why. They always seem to do it so easier. But I'd rather get a spare set, work on that, and therefore if it breaks, that's what he actually did. They actually had another set and they were trying it out on that. They learned it from that because they made a mistake on it. So, yeah. Now we have more people in here. Hey, by all means, post up in the chat. I'm just as bored. It's my first time really live streaming on my own. I was on Herb's live stream a couple days ago. Dat Blue Element. Fun guy, fun group of people. It was kind of cool. So I'm try to see if I can build some people, have a bit of fun, show some people something somewhat interesting. If I got my printers going, I can finish off that one big job. Most of his big stuff is done. You know what? Let me grab one of the things I did. Or well, two really, but so 3D print an RC car body for someone. This is one part of it. This is another part of it. I think it's gonna go like this. And then there's a third part I got as well. Of course, some of the grill and all kinds of bumpers. I have about 4 or 5 different bumpers for this thing. I said, "You want them all printed?" He goes, "Yep." Like, okay. But this was the last one that took me forever to print because it was just having such a hard time on that printer that I just fixed. And well, now I know why it was having such a hard time. But when you don't realize what the problem is and there's no obvious indications and you think it's just a setup, it's a pain in the ass because when it fails 18 hours into a print job, yeah, that really sucks. 18 hours into a 34-hour print job, I might add. A little bit more cleanup on this. I'll have to let them know most of his stuff is done. The joys of cleaning up a print job. Everyone likes the printing aspect. No one likes the cleanup aspect. I mean, yeah, sure, one of those ones that are into great big detailed processes. Hmm. 3D printed RC car body. In case you were wondering what I was playing with, just cleaning it up for. Okay, not interested. Really wish we could have music without having to either pay for it, just with the playing in the background, right? So it's not so quite a boring in these chats sometimes. But it is what it is. You try to be as entertaining as you can, I suppose. I'd rather be a little more informative than entertaining, but I don't mind being a little bit of both. This one turned out the nicest of all those parts, that's for sure. Anyone care be interested in watching, someone just do a cleanup on a 3D printed part? It's mostly what I'm doing right now. I'll go back and check on the printers. And I've got enough of this done. Let's see how the prints are going. But they started off okay. The repairs seem to have done pretty well on them. Sometimes boring, I suppose. I will try to be a little more entertaining, but welcome to the channel. turned out pretty good. I guess. Go check out the printers. Yeah, looking real nice. Because we got our almost done this first layer. Just a little bit more to go. Almost done that first layer. This guy. Real nice. It's a nice white. Yep, I'm pretty happy how those things are turning out. Alright. Tools, so we'll finishing up the other part. Clean that up a little bit too. Turn you around. There you go. Or if you rather, you could just watch the part, but I can't do the part on the other side of the camera. But now I'm just cleaning up some of the little. Alright, this is the one that stopped working on me. Yay. Even though it does have food in it, it's like there's not enough pressure. I think I'll have to go get some more food and maybe try filling it up again and get some more pressure out of that. This is the fun part of the job, refilling the flammable tools. Doesn't fill too much. Let's go on. Takes a little while to fill it up. Pressure, for sure. It's filling up, but yeah, might be a little quicker. Yeah, let's see if that helps a little bit more. Now it just does not want to flow. Hey, well, let's go get the other one. That's a bit of a pain. Let's see. Better watch printing. First reading here, me. I'm going to do the printer. I just go to my locker and get another camping lighter. almost done that first layer. Now I have to do this one layer. Can't see it that far. Just a small bit left. There you go. First layer done. I'll do another purge. Which is really bizarre. It doesn't need to do another purge on the outside. There it goes. Okay. Turn the other way. Nice. That'll be nice when that one's done too. Now let's go back to finishing up on the other. Alright. Yeah. Back. Alright. Multi-purpose. Is this even refillable? To hang it up in. I don't think Bic wants you to refill this. Just keep paying them more money. All I'm doing is just getting off the light bits of hairs from printing. It's like little mini cobwebs, if you will. It's plastic. It stretches. It does really small stretches, which is kind of annoying, but that's just the nature of the material. Not here to really melt anything, just the lightest possible stuff. Yeah, some of the quieter ones still wondering what I need to do here. Oh, there you go. Hello, everybody. New streamer here, so just testing out the water, see how things go, and what people like or don't like, or what they want to talk about or not talk about. Seems to be a lot of quiet people, not much chat going on, which is really strange. Okay. Just cleaning up some 3D prints in case you were wondering. I got some 3D printers running in the back after I just fixed them. So they seem to be going okay. Usually you have two printers and one's usually a backup printer in case the other one fails. They both failed. So yeah, that was fun. And you know, when you got some big print jobs going on for whatever. So what else should we do on a Saturday night? Well, figure why there's no fluid coming out of here. It's filled up. So it was low, so I thought maybe a little pressure, but nope. So let's take it apart and find out. Some pretty handy tools. And all right, I think I think these are security Torx or just Torx. We'll find out in a moment. Too big. No, definitely too big. Yeah, she said. Luckily, I have more tools. Don't get those. Let's see what we got. No, it's just regular Torx. But really small. Ooh, that's gonna suck. I might not be able to take this apart. There we go, smaller one. You Torx are too big. And of course, the one that I'm looking for is the one that's missing, right? That's how this works. The very one you need is the one that you didn't put back, so who knows where the hell it is at this point? You have to stab yourself in something like that. Not the phone. Not in here. Might not be able to take that apart after all. Which is a little disappointing. Surprised that other little one isn't there. The little torques that I need. Well, less than entertaining as I was hoping to be. The torque bit that's actually too small for me to actually use. Okay. Guess that's off the table. I don't think any of my stars can be forced into that to be able to get into those. Maybe. Suppose at this point don't care if it gets ruined. If you're wondering, I'm going to try to take apart later. Oh, look at that, it's working. It's coming out. I'll try the other. Got one out because it happened to be just grab it right, but not quite grabbing it right here. I thought I had a tiny torques that would work on this. Now we'll try to max it up a little. See if it's going to work with something else. Oh, get it coming out! Yay! The whole where's the where there's a will, there's a thing. There's a way. It's coming out. Not very easily, but it is slowly getting the screw out. Yeah, maybe we'll find it out how to make this work or not. Oh, maybe I'm lucky enough. I'll make the big one rechargeable, or fix this one. Not working so well. I need something that can really bite into that screw head. I'm trying to get it out because it's almost out, but then it just seems to be stripping. So. No, maybe. Hello, whoever is showing up and randomly watching streams. We're trying to figure out this whole streaming thing. I'm working on 3D printers and print jobs, and right now a 3D print tool. Oh, it's actually a light arrow that I use on the tool, but there's one screw that won't come out. I don't have the right screwdriver for it, so it is making it a challenge. Got it partway out, but not all the way yet. Seems to only be a couple more turns that it will come out, but certainly not going to drill it out because flammable fluids and sparks generally not a good thing. Although I'm sure being here might not be a problem, but at this point we might just have to break it. I got that part open. Yeah, that just slides off. Okay, that was not surprising. The glue is on here. The leftover glue. Never taken one of these off apart before. Maybe we should just get this last stupid screw out. So it would just come out nicely. I can kind of see how this works. But nope, it won't. Won't come out. Very, very irritating. Oh, if I have to break it just to see, I have to break it. It is what it is. Ooh, nope. Oh, there's those. Well, I'm not really worried about losing the little screw now. At this point, I'm just gonna bust it. Eh, That one part. I think I just actually pulled the screw out. Maybe that's all there was. Maybe that's all that just did come up. Does it look like it? See, that's the fuel line, the fuel tank. I think it might have just come off. Let's see if I turn the camera on. Might be a little more entertaining. First, I can't see what's going on. There we go. Let's try that. So this is what a barbecue lighter looks like on the inside. This is the button you roll to unlock it. And just press it down. It just simply presses on this. Yep, it's got a flame right there. That's all it was. The fuel line came disconnected. I like taking things apart, obviously. It's kind of why I like 3D printers. I get to take things apart. Okay, put you back together. Let's see if I can put it back together now. That's there, that's there. That's there, that's there. Right. Nope, that's not quite right. I figure this mechanism. I think maybe I just had it on. Yeah. Oh. Fun joys of being technically curious. How things work. That's why I like 3D printing. Why that is suddenly so low, but guess it's not so big. I'm not too worried about it. As long as it works, that's all that matters. No harder to fix, but it got fixed. Yeah, to fix a cheapy dollar store lighter. We need to be able to fix more things these days. Too much to just throw away. Not throw away using the bad way too. Just goes into toxic dumps and crap like that. But I'll put some glue on this so it doesn't just fall apart, but it's pretty good otherwise. Yeah, that screw works nicely. This one not so much. Yay, it's working again. Progress has been made tonight. Nice to be able to actually fix stuff every now and then. And it is something small and cheap. I'm never worried about the time. Just learn how one of these things work. And just test it out. As opposed to not wasting all the food that's in there. Ah, the big one, non-refillable. Hmm. I'm willing to bet that if I took this apart, that it has the same tank as the dollar store one. They just didn't give you the refilling hole on the end. You got this nice little handy hook to hang it somewhere, but no place to actually refill. Because Bic wants you to spend more money. At the same time, no level indicator like the cheapy dollar store one has. Good solid connection, but if you need to get into something on an angle, the cheapy dollar store one wins again. No adjustment to the flame size. There you go. Now this one just has some sort of obviously problem with the flame size adjustment, but who cares? You get a flame at the end of it, it's gonna burn. So I'll play with it, and when it's done, I'll just take it apart too. There's the cap. Well, it's gonna be the same basic construction. I mean, physically, it's pretty much similar. I guess maybe the mechanism might be a little different in them, but I bet you the tank's the same. They just put their big name on it, maybe a fancier case, and a solid barrel versus a flexible barrel. Oh, look, there's a screw there that could take it apart. There's a screw, and this is a cap, just like this one has a plastic cap. So cap off, screw out. This thing come right apart just as easy. Now, it'd be interesting to see something for a couple months down the road, whenever that runs out. I should just use that one exclusively. To get to ramble aimlessly, it seems. I post up a few places. I don't know if anyone's even here that I know. Maybe I should catch up with Herb and see how he's doing. Check in on him, make sure he's good. He went to Toronto today to see how things are going there. He didn't have any particular plans. So hopefully he'll have fun. He's seen a couple of things from Scott Pilgrim. I think he was doing a little bit of movie touring, I think, for that. Now I have some leftover heat tape from the printer repair. I have lots of it. I'm not gonna be out of that anytime soon. This is not something I'm hoping to do on a regular basis. So, what's everybody else up to besides just randomly watching YouTube live streams or random people? I'm in Canada. If anybody really cares, drinking the mini can 2 of the Sprite Chill Cherry Lime. It's actually not bad. It's nice as far as flavor goes. I mean, it's still got a ton of sugar in it, like 24 grams of sugar. So they're recommending that you need 100 grams of sugar per day. So if this is 24%, I've got two, so I've got half my daily sugar by this one. We'll talk about the Jube Tubes that I had earlier. Hi, Usman. 3D printing. I was fixing my 3D printer, and they're going, well, I fixed the 3D printer tools that I use for cleaning up some of the loose filament hairs that are on printed parts, like this RC body for I'm printing for a customer. So just cleaning up the little strangly bits of hair that come from because it's just melted plastic. So you use a lighter, but this lighter wasn't working. So I went to get my other lighter. This one works. Then I decided I'll take this one apart just to see, and the fuel line had just been disconnected. So it wasn't getting any fuel. Connected the line, put it back together. Oh, look, it works again. Sometimes it's just simple stuff. Show you the big print, the printers that are going on. So we got this guy here. And I have to work on that retraction setting for this material. But it's the first time I'm printing with this one. This is a bracket that goes in the coin tray inside a Honda Element to run extra switches in. So if you got exterior lights, driving lights, fog lights, whatever, you can control them without having to drill holes in your dash. Yeah, it's kind of fun. This printer was giving me a hard time, so had to fix the heating bed on this, and last week had to fix the glass. So it does over has the heating glass. I use a flexible surface, metal surface. So I won't have to pull anything off. I just flex the surface and it just pops that part right off. And then my big guy here, it's printing really nicely. He also had a problem where the glass started just coming apart. But this is like 6 years old, maybe 7 now, and it's I say maybe 6. And it was just no good anymore. And when I'm printing something like this, I can't print when it's got a little chunk of glass out of it. So I got the flexible metal plate for this one too. But these guys, they're supposed to have a magnetic sheet underneath it. So this sticks the magnetic sheet. You just pull the whole sheet off and flex it. This one did not come with a magnetic sheet. I was very, very disappointed at that one. No, this one is gone. Oh well. Thought he was still here listening. Anyway, so 3D printing stuff. This is actually part of our pierogi maker. Yeah, this is a switch bracket for inside of a car. That's really, really messy on those parts, but that's okay. Looks like that one's got about, hopefully just about 20 minutes, half hour top stuff, and that'll be done. Whew. As well as watching videos on how to modify headlights on vehicles. That's the fun I'm having. What kind of fun you guys having? Apparently, not at all, because there's no one there. I'm talking to myself.
Residue will be automatically discharged after using in water. Your face will be cleaner than your wife's. More importantly, it has a long battery life, which can be used for 60 days after 1 hour of charging. Here's some good news for you. You may not believe it. You can take it home with the money less than a morning meal. We are truly factory direct sales. You will find us at
Random ads, especially one about some shaver that's apparently just cleans really, really close. And going, yeah, looks like one of those Timo type of ads. Fine. No, I think I'll go to maybe 3 hours. So we'll go up to 180 minutes. So another, what, 23 minutes, and then we'll call it quits. It's a random thing. So, pardon me. So doing testing to see how the streaming goes. So, any questions? Ask questions. I'm doing 3D printing stuff. So fixing printers, fixing equipment, printing stuff. That's what I'm here for. Every now and then I'll go and check on the printers to see how they're doing, because I just have to fix both of them. It's nice when you only have to fix one, but when you get two printers going down at the same time, that kind of sucks. But, it is what it is. The joys of being a 3D printer. Normally you have two, so you're okay if one goes down. Yeah, you work on the other one. The other one goes down at the same time. Yeah, that's not fun. So I'd order some parts in, got some parts in. Let's see if I can do something entertaining with this leftover thermal thermal blanket. Well, blanket. Piece of foam with some aluminum foil so that it keeps the heat in on the bottom of the heating bread. The heated printer bed. Just have to trim it. Don't know if I really have any use for this or not, but maybe figure something else out with it. And of course, excess material. Not that I need as much, but it was actually cheaper to buy it like this. Go figure. And people you just sell stuff. I mean, you go buy a single bottle of pop, and I don't know, it's like 350. But if you buy a 6 pack of small cans, it's 350. But like, there's more pop. It's like it's over a liter of pop. Then you buy the big bottles, it's 99 cents, which is 1.5 to 2 liters. So it's a bit of a crazy world these days. The smaller the amount, the more they charge you. Right? Such is life in donuts. There's some wisdom today, such is life in donuts. It'd be nice to have these printers up, and now that they're up and running again, I can start getting caught up on all the print jobs that are behind. Some big ones too, and some small ones. So doing the small ones, and then do some of the bigger ones, and by the end of the week, I should be all caught up on everything, and with some more come in to start the process over again. But running a small business is you always hear these guys who have these stories and how hard it's been for them. Like, well, right now I'm in that part, starting my own story, where it's like I started with nothing, which is literally the truth. Well, right now at this point, I had some money before, bought a couple of printers and played around with it. Had jobs, lost jobs, like regular Monday or Friday work jobs. But currently, I've experienced myself out of a job. With the current jobs that are currently advertised for doing tech support, I'm either severely overqualified or severely underqualified. Go figure. All these jobs are posting, hey, must have 7 months or less experience. Who the hell wants 7 months or less experience? But apparently they do. Or must have 5 to 10 years experience in this very specific software in this very specific industry. Well, you just knocked out 99% of the people who even see this job posting. Hey Al, any questions? 3D printing stuff. RC bodies for people. This is a Nissan Pajero. Pardon, Mitsubishi Pajero. Keep forgetting to call it. Keep calling it Nissan for some stupid reason. There's two of the body parts. I got a third one on the back. Some grills and bumpers, mirrors and stuff. Even got a little. Oh, that didn't last long. Hey yo, feel free to ask any questions. I'm doing some 3D printing stuff. I print stuff. I'm fixing a couple of printers, fixing a couple of printer tools, and just trying to have a little bit of fun. Started this a little while ago, so we're gonna go for another 16 minutes. Have a little bit, see how this ends up. So by all means, ask questions. Maybe I'm entertaining, maybe I'm not. But at least have a little bit of fun while I'm here. Just printing things, fixing things, and gone. I think this has gone long enough. So, whoever showed up in season review, thanks for showing up.